Lying down. It's absolutely fine to bend the knees if that's more comfortable. We're going to have just a couple of minutes of stillness, so I'd like you to be comfortable. So it's okay to move if you need to. This is very, very important that we tune into our comfort, that we work with mindfulness, we build that presence and awareness. So that means that when we realize that we've forced something or we've gone a bit too far, we back off, we can take a break anytime we need to, stay involved with the practice, listening and thinking about it, and then come back into the physical practice when you feel ready and safe. So now let's just take a little time to cultivate mindfulness. Resting the eyes, closing the eyes if you're comfortable to, or just softening the focus and lowering the lids. And taking a little time just to listen to the sounds of this moment. Now let's bring that focus to what we're experiencing through the skin, the sense of touch. Developing a deeper understanding as the moments pass of the sensations that are available to you in this moment. Let's awaken the sense of smell. As you're breathing, perhaps this moment has its own particular scent. And then beginning to bring that same attention and awareness to what's happening inside your body, as opposed to the external experience. Noticing how you're feeling physically in your body right now. Letting go of any temptation to analyze or solve what you find, remaining present with what you're actually feeling in this moment. And how are you feeling in your mind? Bringing that same passive observation with you. A busy mind is a normal, alive mind, but we don't need to get involved with what we find. We can simply acknowledge and accept feelings, thoughts, to-do lists, worries, concerns, emotions. We can accept all of these things simply as a part of this moment. Noticing your alignment as you're lying here on the floor. I'm sure you're all beautifully aligned, but if you need to, you can adjust. I'm just going to lift my head to lengthen the back of the neck. Let the shoulders soften. and invite spaciousness, freedom into the chest. And let's focus just for a little while on the experience of breathing. Taking time to connect to the natural flow of your breath. Noticing how it feels when you breathe in, and how it feels when you breathe out. Just staying with the breath, moment by moment. When we take time just to sit with the breath, we usually experience a kind of calm, a peacefulness. So this is a really good time for us to connect with the sankalpa, if we have one, or perhaps to set an intention. So take those moments now, setting your intention, repeating that intention gently in your mind 3 times. And we're ready for some practice. So if you'd like to, you can open your eyes. At the moment, I don't mind if your legs are straight or if they're bent, just be comfortable. Let's begin by moving the head. So we're going to just gently roll the head to one side, as far as it'll go, feeling that. And then we're going to inhale and roll back to center. Exhale, roll to the other side. How does that feel? Inhale back to center. Exhale, lift the head. That's it. Inhale back to center. Let's do that again to the side. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale. Other side. Inhale to center. Exhale and lift. Inhale, relax. Good. Okay, so I'm deliberately kind of placing the back of my head so that I'm feeling that double chin. Let's remind ourselves that having a double chin in this context is actually really good. It means we're decompressing and lengthening the back of the neck. Let's do a little bit of tension and release. We'll do it with the shoulders. We're going to inhale and we're going to bring the shoulders up to the ears. Tense, tense, tense. And then release and relax. And again, inhale, tense. Exhale, relax. One more time. Tensing up. And relax. Good. Okay, we're going to take that kind of pulsing tension and release to the whole body. So I am lengthening through the legs now, and I'm going to stretch the arms overhead, pointing the fingertips. Stretch as you breathe in. Breathe out and relax. Let's do that again. Stretch as you breathe in. Breathe out and relax. One more time. Stretch. And release. Good. Okay, let's leave the arms where they are for now. I'm going to bend the legs again just to release the lower back. So let's do a little bit of general release of the lower back as we start to activate the shoulders. So we're going to inhale. We're going to bring the right knee into the chest. And we're going to bring both the arms over and just hug that right knee in, if we can, into the chest. That's it. Exhale, and we'll just lower everything back to where it came from. And the other side, inhale. Keep it comfy, never forcing. Exhale back down. So if that was comfortable and easy, this time when we bring the right knee in and we inhale, you could try lifting the head towards the knee. And then exhale, gently back down. And the other side, inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more time each side. Inhale. And exhale. Other side, inhale. And exhale. Brilliant. Okay, just take a breath as you are, noticing how you're feeling. Good. Okay, so I don't mind what you're doing with your legs for now. If you want straight legs, that's fine. I'm going to bring my right arm, and it's as if I'm pushing the ceiling away. Good. So the palm is facing the ceiling. And then I'm going to cup the fingers with the left hand, and I'm bending them back just a little bit. Okay, so the key is we don't ever force, we keep it comfy. So now I'm going to push the heel of the hand up. That means the shoulder blade lifts from the floor. And just take a breath. This is us waking up our summer energetic system. And then we'll release that. Let's do it on the other side. So pressing the left palm up, drawing the fingers towards the back of the wrist. Inhale and lift the shoulder blade, pushing the heel towards the ceiling, breathing here. Very good. Let's release that. Relax the arms. Just take a moment. Good. Okay, let's slide the arms up to around about shoulder level, and we're going to do a little bit of morning twisting. So I'm going to lengthen through the right leg, down on the ground. The left knee's bent, so I'm going to help the left knee move across to the right. Again, take your time, keep it nice and gentle. Turn the head to look towards the left hand, and we'll just take a few breaths, seeing how this twist feels. Good. Let's just release that. Come back to center and we'll swap for the other knee. So the left hand can help the right knee move across the body. And don't think for a moment that my knee's touching the ground. It's not. It's quite some distance. I'm just breathing and seeing how it feels. Good. Brilliant. Okay, let's roll that back. Let's lengthen through both legs. So we need to do a little bit of side stretching. So we're going to bring the arms overhead again. We're going to do our crescent stretch, like a half moon. So I'm just going to walk the legs over to the right and cross the left ankle on top of the right. And then shuffle the upper body a little towards the right. And taking hold of the left wrist, gently pulling away so there's a really nice stretch through the left side. Take a couple of breaths, allowing that stretch to be. Good. Let's shuffle our way back to a nice long line. I'm just moving my fingers and toes and ankles, just making sure they're awake and alive. And then we'll go over to the other side. So legs to the left, right ankle crossed on top of the left, shuffling the body over to the left, and then gently beginning to pull through the right wrist, breathing into that nice feeling of stretching through the right side of the body. Where do you feel that? Good. Okay, let's release. Let's come back to our super long line again. I'm just, again, fingers, wrists, toes and ankles having a little swirl around. Good. Okay, let's gently bring the knees up and into the chest. I'm going to have a little hug. How does that feel? A little bit of rocking from side to side maybe, or finding somewhere where it really feels good, focusing on there. Good. So knees can be together or apart, doesn't make any difference to me. This is about you finding what feels good for you. Let's see how it feels if we inhale and lift the head towards the knees. Take a breath there. And then we'll exhale, lowering the head down. Good. So let's release the knees with the arms. We're actually going to roll over onto the side. Ta-da! And then I need to shuffle my way back onto my mat. So we have options here. We're going to do a little bit of the clam move. So we can support the head. We can prop the head up and press down with, I'm lying on my right side at the moment. Doesn't matter which side you're on, we'll do both sides. And I'm pressing gently down through my left hand to support me. You can alternatively drop the head down and rest it on the upper arm. Completely up to you. How does it feel most safe and most comfortable to you? But what I am bringing awareness to is I'm not curled in a ball now. I'm aligning the spine so it sits in a long line as much as possible. Good. And I've got my feet, the inner edges of the feet are together. So from here, we're going to inhale and lift the top leg. Take it back as far as is comfy. We just keeping the feet together, keeping the inside edges of the feet together. So you're like a clam, like that. That's it. Sorry, didn't explain that well. And then we close as we exhale. Let's do it again. Inhale, open. Take your time. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Good. Okay, so we're beginning to wake that hip joint up. Let's just see if we can, I've lifted the whole foot, the whole leg up, and I'm just stepping it back behind just a little bit. Can we? And then I'm lifting and closing again. Let's try that again. Inhale, lift, step it down. Exhale, closing together. And again, inhale, lift, step down. Exhale, close. One more time. Inhale, lift, step down. Exhale, close. Very well done. Okay, let's work on strengthening in the leg itself. So, top leg, it's my left leg for me. I'm going to lengthen, pointing through the toe. That's it. And then I'm going to bend it again and rest it down. And again, lengthen. Bend again. One more time, lengthen. Actually, we're going to do it 2 times. Bring it in again. One more time this time. Good. Okay, so now we're going to keep the feet together, open the clam again, and then we're going to lengthen up that way. So the hip is open, and then we'll bring the foot back down. And then we'll lengthen up again. Bring the foot back down. 2 more times. And again. Then we'll close that clam, and we're going to have to make a nifty move to come over to the other side. Whee! So, lining everything up again. A nicely aligned spine. We can support the head or we can rest the head down, completely up to you. Support with the front hand. The inside edges of the feet are together. Okay, so let's just open and close our clam. We'll inhale, open. Exhale, close. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now if that feels comfy enough, let's do the lifting and planting the foot behind. So we inhale and we plant that foot behind. Exhale, back together. Inhale, plant it. Exhale, back together. Inhale, plant. Exhale, together. One more time. Good. Okay, let's stretch through that top leg now. Inhale, stretch, point that toe. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, stretch. Back in. 2 more times. And again. Great. Opening the clam. This time we're going to stretch up. Pop it back down. Two more. Good. Last one. Excellent. Well done. Closing that clam. Good. Your hips have been well oiled up this morning. Let's roll onto the tummy. So we'll take a moment in Sphinx. Sphinx is when the elbows are below the shoulders and we allow the lower back just a little time to release. It's nice. Okay, so we're actually going to rest now. Make a little cushion, rest the forehead down. You can bring your big toes together and let the heels flop to the sides. So we're just taking a few breaths, but we're remaining in our mindful ways, noticing how the body feels, observing as tension in the shoulders softens a little as we get used to lying here. And maybe as you're breathing, you can feel that sensation of the abdomen when you breathe in, pressing into the ground, and then softening as you breathe out. So we're going to do a little bit more work with this idea or the sensation of tension and release. We're going to make a really long line again. Stretch the arms ahead of you, part the feet so they're parallel, resting on top of the toes. But we're also going to coordinate. We're going to work diagonally across the body. So that means we're going to begin by stretching through the right arm and the left leg and the center of the body. Let's give it a go. We're tensing and stretching. So we inhale, we stretch that way. And we exhale and relax. Let's do the other side. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, relax. Right arm, left leg. Inhale, stretch and relax. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, stretch and relax. So you know what's coming now. Both ends together. Both sides, both ends. Let's do it. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, relax. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, relax. One more time. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, relax. Good. Make that cushion. Let yourself rest. Notice anything in particular that your body's telling you. Any feelings or twitches or sensations. So now we're going to make that move, that idea of tension and stretching in that way, we're going to make it work with our summer energetic system. So we'll bring the feet parallel again, but we'll bring the arms out to the sides. The palms are connected to the ground at the moment, always with tenderness through the P8, the center of the palm of the hand connected to the pericardium energy line. Okay, so we're going to do that sort of lengthening and lifting thing from here. So we'll inhale, both legs, the arms, draw the shoulder blades together, and then exhale and relax. And again, inhale, stretch, exhale, relax. Two more if we can. Inhale, lift, exhale, relax. One more. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale, relax. Proper relax. Make a cushion. Let your feet and your legs soften and your shoulders ease out. Okay. It's time for us to make our way into standing. So, going to press the hands around about chest level, come up briefly onto the knees, and then roll onto the balls of the feet. And we'll just gently uncurl, take your time. Coming into standing, left sweat marks on that. So I'm going to adjust the camera so that possibly you can have a little bit of Barbara's head. Oh, there we are. Oh, there we are. So now that we're upright, yes, have some water. Make sure you're feeling okay. I'd like us to do a little spinal rolling because we didn't do any proper spinal waving while we were on the ground. So we'll do something familiar that we've done many times before. I'm going to turn sideways just in case it helps you to see it better. Palms of the hands, full of love from the heart, top of the thighs. So we're going to tuck the chin in. And we're going to let the spine, imagine that the vertebrae are collapsing one by one as we roll down. Soften the knees, and eventually your palms will come to the knees. That's when we stop. And we inhale as we bring the chin forwards. This is led with the chin. And then we rise up. Good. Okay, so we exhale. The spine's collapsing. The pelvis has moved forwards a bit. And then we inhale. We stick the bottom out and we rise up. And then we just keep flowing. And we keep a kind of gentle focus on the sensation of that wave through the spine. Let's do a couple more. Good. Okay, so let's come into standing and just take a moment to breathe. So here in Zakynthos, well, actually everywhere seems to be experiencing quite a lot of heat at the moment. It's quite hot. So we're going to do a moving, cooling meditation. So it's a visualization as well as a meditation sort of thing. So, but this also works well in the summertime, bearing in mind our energetic lines are through the arms. So first of all, we visualize ourselves standing in a stream of cool water. And the stream is up to about the knees here, just below the knees. Beautiful, sparkling, clear, fresh water, just moving along. Even just standing there is cooling. But the rest of your body craves some of this action. So I'm going to start with my right hand. I'm going to twist round to the right, and I'm going to scoop down through the water with my right hand, and then I bring it up. It's a big circle, and then I sprinkle that lovely cool water all over the body. And then we'll do that with the left hand. We'll scoop down through the water, forwards and up, and let it flow all over you. So we exhale as we scoop, and we inhale as we feel that water. Exhaling, inhaling. I'm going to turn sideways again just in case it helps. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Going to do one more time each side. Good. So we'll just pause, take a breath, see how you feel. Good. I'm still quite hot. Okay, so we're going to come into a little balance. So I know not everybody has blocks yet, but those of us that do, we could have our blocks handy at the top of the mat, just in case we need them. You never know. So I'm going to stand close to the blocks. Going to take a moment just to find my mountain pose, standing tall, grounded and rooted. Going to step back with the right leg, heel down, keep the hips facing forward. So we might need to adjust. For me, because I've got hips, quite often I need to step the back leg just out to the side to accommodate my hips, and that's perfect. Okay, so going to bend the left knee, the front knee, just so that I can see the toes beyond. So today, let's use fingertips to the back of the head, elbows open. That's how we get that nice feeling of opening. So we're going to inhale, we're going to lift and open the ribs, the chest and the heart. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to fold that forward, keep the elbows apart. And we're just going to keep moving between the two. So we inhale, we come up, we lift. Make it smaller if there's any pain here. Exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Okay, so I'm come to here. I'm going to take the weight on the front leg and I'm going to see if I can lift the back leg. So this is why, if you're feeling a little unsteady, we can release, touch the blocks, or keep the elbows open. Good. Come in to have a look. Well done. Good, Linda. Well done. Oh, excellent. I am so proud of you. That was really good. Okay, lower that down. Lower that down. And then we'll step back up. That was really good. But of course, we have to do it on the other side. So we pause, we ground. We're going to step back with the left leg. Make any adjustments we need to. Hips are forward, knees safe. Good. Okay, so we're going to bring our fingertips. We're going to open. So we inhale as we lift and open, and we exhale and we fold. There's us massaging the small intestine. Inhale, lifting, opening. Exhaling, fold. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Okay, let's see if we can take the weight or shuffle towards taking the weight on the right leg and lift, keeping that elbows open, chest open. Coming down to have a look again to see. Well done, good. That is absolutely tremendous. Okay, let's come in for a little landing and then step up. Well done. Good. Okay. So, I want to do one more thing while we're standing up. Let's check in with our goddesses. So let's step our feet apart. Our sweaty goddesses. So the feet are turned out, and we're going to just lower into the seat there. Let's check that the knees and toes are safe. The deeper you sink, the harder you work, so that's up to you. We've brought the palms into gratitude and respect. So let's do a little bit of gathering and distributing. We're going to release, inhale and rise up. Exhale, we'll bring that gently in. And again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's release the arms, but then let's bring them up and let's sway over to the right so we're in a warrior two. Look along the right arm. Okay, I'm just going to adjust that a bit to be a bit more comfy. And then we're going to drop gently with the left hand, coming into peaceful warrior. Good. Back into your warrior two. Then we'll inhale, we'll rise up. We need to adjust our feet so that we can come into that warrior on the other side. We exhale there, soften the shoulders, look along the left arm. Beautiful, well done. Good, there it is. Peaceful warrior, the right arm, the back arm drops. That's it. And then back into warrior two. Good. Very good. Relax the arms. Let's heel toe. Come back into standing. Pause and breathe. And I'm really hoping that you're getting that feeling of lots of energy moving through you, not in a chaotic way, but also I'd like you to notice if there's anywhere that hasn't really felt any awakening yet. It's not a criticism, it's just an observation, a mindful observation. Good. Okay, let's come down on our mats. So I don't mind how you do it. I just want you to come down in a safe way. I'm going to have a little spring and a little squat. I think I might need to adjust the camera just a wee bit. Ta-da! Okay, that should do it. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Momentarily, or just for a little while, to do a little bit of rocking, massaging the fascia, and reminding ourselves, particularly in the summer, that we need to bring joy into our practice and into our lives. Eleanor's just rolled over, which is amazing because she righted herself, because that's what we do. We roll, we fall, but we pick ourselves up. Good. Excellent. Oh, feeling that today. Okay, let's bring those knees together. And let's lengthen through the legs. Bit of staff rod, a little bit of discipline here. So we have a long spine. I'm going to point my tootsies. Going to bring the palms back into gasha, gratitude and respect. So I'm going to lower down. If this isn't feeling safe, bend the knees, hold the back of the thighs, okay? So just be careful. Let's see where we can go. Good, well done. So now relax those feet. Let the feet part, let them flop. Open your palms. Let yourself rest here. And feel the floor beneath you, allowing you to relax, holding you. Let's bend the knees. Let's plant the feet down. Good. What do we need to adjust here? How can we make this feel better? How are the shoulders? And let's bring the knees back in towards the chest again. Give them a little hug. How does it feel when you hug closer and then when you release? Just exploring what this does for you. Good. Okay, so we're going to bring the palms onto the knees. Again, you could have your knees together. They could be apart. I don't mind. Be comfortable. So we're going to, it's a little core work actually. I'm going to just lift the calves. So in my mind, they're parallel with the ground. And I'm pointing through the toes to allow a little bit of energy, a little bit of toning to take place. So I'm going to keep that parallel in my mind, parallel position of the calves and the ground as I move, pointing, the head and shoulders lift, come to as far as we can, and then exhale and we let it all come back in again. Trying to maintain that parallel position. So we inhale, pointing, lifting, exhale, back in, and again inhale, pointing, lifting. It might not be as big as mine, and that's fine. Exhale, yours might be bigger. That's amazing. One more time. Excellent. Okay, just a little hug. Maybe you'd like to rock a bit or make circles. Listen to what your body needs. Good. Okay, let's relax the arms beside us. The palms are open again. And we're going to float the feet up. Forget about straight knees, doesn't matter. And let's again just move the toes and the ankles. Let's make sure they feel okay. Mine keep clicking and crunching. They feel fine. Good. So the legs have done an extraordinary job for us today. Let's give them a massive round of applause. Backs, sides, insides. Well done, legs. Okay, so we'll relax the arms again. We'll just let the feet gently float down, reaching the ground one after the other. And again, we're just going to pause. How are we feeling? Should we do a teeny bit of bridge? I think we've got time for a teeny bit of half bridge. So the feet are about hip width apart. They're parallel. I've got fairly long arms, so I find it useful just to measure up to see if I can just touch the heels. Not everybody has arms as long as mine. So just make sure you're comfortable. Going to bring the palms down so that we have the opportunity to press gently through the palms, to press centrally through the feet, not on the outsides, not on the heels or the toes, centrally. Good. Then we'll inhale and we'll rise. Good. Exhale, lowering gently back down. Let's try again. Inhale and rise. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, rise. Maybe we can pause here and take a breath. Let's not move the head though. Very good. And then we'll lower back down. Absolutely lovely. Well done. We need to counter that though, so we'll just bring the knees in one last time, easing out the lower back. Terrific. And then we'll let the feet float back down. We're going to slide the arms up to shoulder level. Now, as we're working with our summer energy for our reclining twist today, let's turn the palms. Let's ground the palms into the ground. Good. So we're going to, I'm going to keep the feet grounded for now, but I'm gluing together in my mind, with my mind glue, the sides of the feet, the knees, the ankles, and I'm going to try and keep them together as I perform my twist today. So take a breath in, checking in with your shoulders, your neck, your head, and then as you exhale, keep that mind glue there, move the legs together to the right, turning the head to the left. And we're going to flow with the breath. So we inhale, legs glued together, and we exhale to the other side. Easy does it. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let you go at your pace here. And again, if your knees don't touch the ground, it really doesn't matter. It's not important. Just going with your breath. Noticing how it feels along the way. So what it does when we use this mind glue on our legs, it helps the hips to align properly to make a safe twist. Okay, I'm going to glide over to the right and I'm going to pause there. So now I'm going to let go of the mind glue. Maybe the knees will part, it doesn't matter. Just want us to spend a little time resting here and noticing how the body deals with this, what changes, without you making any effort. When you let go, when you stop trying, what does your body do? Okay, let's gently take this to the other side and let's see what happens there when we just spend a little time not trying, just resting and observing. Okay, let's gently bring that back and let's find some happy baby. Woohoo! Whee! Oh, ho, ho. Oops. Allowing a little playfulness again into your end of your practice with your happy baby. Okay. You can release those glorious happy babies. I'd like you now to get comfortable in a form of Shavasana that will allow you to come into stillness, hopefully, to rest, recover, and store up all the good work that you've done this morning. So allow your body to find stillness. Feel the gentle embrace of the earth beneath you, supporting every part of your body without asking anything in return. Take a slow, easy breath in and let it sigh away. Again, breathing in the freshness of morning air. Breathing out everything you no longer need to carry. And with each breath you take now, let each exhale soften you a little more, so that your forehead smooths, your jaw relaxes, your shoulders melt into the ground, your hands become quiet, your belly rises and falls effortlessly, your legs grow heavy, your whole body settles into peaceful rest. In this moment, there's nowhere else you need to be. Nothing that you need to solve. Only this breath. Only this moment. In our Zen practice, we remind ourselves that life is not found somewhere else. It is found here, in this breath, in this heartbeat, in this precious moment of awareness. We remind ourselves that we're not separate from nature around us, that we are a part of nature. Just as the sea belongs to the shore, the trees belong to the forest, the stars belong to the night sky, you belong to this living, breathing world. Every breath you take has been shared with forests, oceans, mountains, and countless generations before you. The same air that fills your lungs has traveled across continents, through leaves, across waves, carried by the wind. You are woven into the great tapestry of life. And just as you're connected to nature, you're deeply connected to one another. Every act of kindness ripples outward. Every smile softens another heart. Every moment of compassion changes the world in ways we may never see. So today, let your heart rest in what truly matters, not in the things you own, not the tasks still waiting, but the love you have shared, the beauty you have noticed, the peace you have created, the moments when you have been fully present. These are the treasures that remain. As you rest here, allow gratitude to quietly bloom within you. Gratitude for the body that has carried you through this practice, for the breath that continues without effort, for the people who walk beside you, for the earth that supports you, the simple gift of being alive. Take one final deep breath. And as you breathe out, imagine your heart expanding gently, sending peace to those you love, to those you find difficult, to every living being. And then back to yourself. Remember that the world needs peaceful hearts, so may yours continue to shine. Bring back the words of your intention now into your mind. And with the calm, the peacefulness, and the heart of your practice, reaffirm your intention now, repeating it 3 times. Beginning to invite some movement into your fingers and toes as you deepen the breath a little. And let that spread, reawakening through the body, giving yourself any stretches or yawns as you find your way slowly up into sitting. where we'll bring our palms together one more time in gratitude. Thank you for practicing. Well done, everyone. Thank you.